What's up? Friday is still here. Like my skull cap? What's going on? So listen, Mark Avens here, creator of the Lean Body Breakthrough, helping men and women, busy moms and dads, help them lose weight without long workouts and impossible diets. Now I'm going to teach you really 3 things going into your weekend to help prevent you from sabotaging your efforts. If there's one thing I see time and time again, people do awesome during the week. Mark, I was on point with my diet. I exercised every single day. I ate healthy. I ate my salad, had my lean protein. I got to bed on time. And then Friday comes and boom, I did so well over the week. So now I can let loose on the week. I can do whatever the hell I want. I don't have to worry about calories. I don't have to worry about food. I can drink as much as I want. And there goes your efforts, sabotage. And there's lots of ways to sabotage. So I'm going to give you 3 things. Got props. You like my skull cap? 3 things. 3 key tips. Number one, to help prevent yourself from sabotaging your weekend, your weight loss efforts in the weekend. Number 1, you got to think. You got to put on your skull cap, right? What's underneath the skull cap? Like a bald head. But what's underneath that? Your mind. What do you need to think about going into the weekend? Not just during the week. You need to go into your mind with the right mindset. And the mindset of is, what do you want? You have to know the difference between what do you want now and what do you want most. That's the key thing. Because what do we do when we go into the weekend? Well, I want this now, and I want that now, and I want this now, and I want to eat this now, and I want to not exercise, and I want. And there goes all the thoughts of what do you really want, and why you're on a weight loss program or why you're trying to lose weight, while you're on a diet is what you want most. And maybe you just don't want it enough. So you got to think in your head, if you don't want it enough, then go ahead, have fun. And why bother even diet during the weekend? Why bother even trying to eat healthy during the week? Is it you trying to balance out your 5 days a week of eating sort of good? Maybe being off track a little bit, only having a couple cocktails, and the weekend just forget about it. I had a rough week. So you got to think mindset is really, really important. That's number 1. Number 2, we're using this as props. Number 2, you got to go into it. Sometimes it takes putting blinders on. You got to go into it. What are the things? Now I'm going to say this. What are the things? And let's just do it. We'll just keep it here. What are the things that you're looking at, that you're putting in front of your face, in front of your eyeballs? Like, are you getting around people, sabotaging your efforts? Maybe you just need to not see them for a while, right? Maybe you not need to see the booze. Maybe it's about time you don't go out to dinner or go out to every single meal on the weekends, and you're putting all those extra calories in. Maybe that's something that you need to start to put some blinders on. Maybe put them on this way, on the sides here, and stay on the path that you want, because you know what you want most. Now that you've established what you want most, right? So now you want to get those 30 pounds off. You know that's what you want most. You know that the freedom it's going to bring with you, instead of being in these shackles every weekend, feeling tied to the poor choices that you make and being stuck and struggling, and you're stuck all weekend long, and the next week comes around and it's like starting anew. It's like Groundhog Day again. I lost 5 pounds or 3 pounds during the week. I put 3 pounds on over the weekend. I lost 3 pounds on the week. It's like a vicious cycle. So maybe it's covering up your eyes. The second thing to help prevent yourself from sabotaging your weekend is maybe to avoid some of the reasons why you're getting in trouble in the weekend. That's number 2, right? And then number 3, let's go. Number 3 is in putting it here. I'm not saying putting the mask on. Is just saying no to some of those things. It's just saying no to some of those choices. Maybe it's covering your mouth, and maybe the mouth part, not necessarily what you eat, it's maybe what you're saying to yourself inside. So maybe technically it's not the food that's going in, and maybe it's the negative self-talk that you're saying to yourself is like, why do I do this to myself every single time? I get started with the good intentions on Monday, and then usually by Tuesday, things get messed up, and then by Wednesday, and then I'll screw it. Let's just get through the week, and let's get into the weekend, and let's just forget about it. I'll just start new on Monday. I'll start fresh on Monday. And sometimes that negative self-talk, that sabotage, maybe you need to put a mask over your negative self-talk. Maybe it's also in the food that you're eating, the choices. Maybe it's you need to meal plan through the weekend, not just during the week. Maybe you should go to changing. One of the things that we do is we do a date night on a Thursday night, my wife and I. We don't typically go out on the weekend, although this is a little different, and you'll see why shortly in a few probably posts down the road. But typically we tend to do stuff inside at home. We cook at home on the weekends for the most part, not all the time, but for the most part, because I know it's easy to get in trouble to plan out your meals during the week and then just like have no kind of structure, no kind of plan, no kind of accountability on the weekends. And those end up becoming, I've said this before, your week. And if your weekends are truly your weekends, think of these 3 tips. Let's go through it again one more time for those of you coming on late. You like? I feel like a Smurf. Am I like a Smurf? Let's be Smurf mode. Did you like my early morning post? All right, here we go. Number 1, think with your head. What do you want most? Do you want what's now, what's in front of you now, or do you want what's most important to you? And what's most important maybe to get that weight off. So you got to think. Do I want what I want now, or do I want what I want most? And what I would hope is that what you want most is to be your best and your healthiest and your most fit. And maybe that's requiring you being a little bit more strict on the weekends. Is it requiring you closing your eyes, putting some blinders on, or actually avoid seeing some of those people who are going to be saboteurs, who are going to tell you, oh, honey, don't you worry. You look fine just the way you are. It's okay. It's okay to, well, I get what they're trying to do to make you feel better, but I tell you this, if you're not healthy in your own skin, if you struggle to look at yourself in the mirror when you got up in the morning, that's not necessarily a good thing. And I'm not saying there's a certain number on the scale that's related to that, because in the eyes of God, you're fearfully and wonderfully made, and you're a beautiful gift that's been designed. He designed you before you even made it into your mother's womb, right? So with that, know that you're created on purpose and you have significant value. But if you're not happy about yourself and your own skin because you take terrible care of yourself, don't let that be an excuse. Say, no, I'm just good, I'm good, until the doctor tells you have to go on medication and your insurance company tells you, hey, we can't cover you anymore, your premium's gonna go up because you have like terrible health. You have high blood pressure, you're on medicines, cholesterol, and you're at a high risk, right? Like, there's repercussions for all those actions or inaction, so to speak. So that's the second one, eyes. And then the third, of course, it's maybe this is the best thing. Wear your mask all weekend and only put it down when it's time to eat some food, meaning like just your regular meals. And only if you're going to eat food, put it over. The rest of the time, maybe you need to put a little lock on the back here and tighten it up so you can't go after those snack foods when you're sitting and watching Netflix. Or maybe you need to put this over here when you're going out to dinner and realizing, oh, I know that's a healthier option and I know that's the direction, but this looks really, really good and I want to really, really have that. And I know that's going to kill my dieting efforts and my weight loss efforts, but I don't give a crap because I want that now. I don't want what I want most. I want that now. So that's my question to you is going into the weekend. Think with your head, use your eyes, avoid those things that maybe you're getting in the way. And then here in your mouth, be careful of the words you say to yourself and be careful with those things that you put in that could be the reason why you're crying when you get on the scale come Monday morning, right? Take care. God bless. Have an awesome weekend. I hope this helped. We'll see you.